So friends, Senator Lindsey Graham just declared very publicly that in firing more than a dozen inspectors general, Donald Trump technically violated the law. But Lindsey Graham was quick to add that he's not really losing much sleep over it. Let's talk about that, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So friends, inspectors general, IGs, are the internal governmental watchdogs, making sure that administration officials, executive branch officials don't engage in fraud, waste, corruption, abuse of office. Inspectors general, IGs, are shepherds of good government, honest government, ethical government. So if a president wants to fire an IG, an inspector general, the federal law requires that the president give the Senate 30 days advance notice before terminating the inspector general. But Donald Trump just up and fired 17 inspectors general, giving the Senate no notice, violating the federal law. And Senator Lindsey Graham went on Meet the Press and just kind of shrugged it off. No big deal. When, if you think about it, the Senate is kind of the victim of Donald Trump's violation of the federal law requiring 30 days advance notice to the Senate before he terminates an inspector general. But, Lindsey Graham kind of shrugs it off. He's not losing any sleep over it. It's kind of like the blade of grass standing up for the lawnmower. Then again, a blade of grass probably has more spine than, Let's have a look at the new reporting. This from Newsweek. Headline: Donald Trump just technically violated the law, said Lindsey Graham. And that article begins: Senator Lindsey Graham, a South Carolina Republican and fierce ally of Donald Trump, told NBC News' Kristen Welker on Sunday morning that the president technically violated the law in his firing of over a dozen inspectors general on Friday. Trump's hasty firing of the inspectors general received significant backlash from his critics, with fears he is trying to replace independent watchdogs with loyalists. Inspectors general are independent officials within federal agencies who investigate claims of waste, fraud, and abuse of power. They conduct audits, evaluations, and special reviews, among other responsibilities. According to Reuters, 17 inspectors general at various agencies, including the state, defense, and transportation departments, received emails from the White House on Friday informing them that their posts had been terminated immediately. Federal law requires presidents to give Congress substantive rationale, including detailed and case-specific reasons for the dismissals 30 days before the firings. So what exactly did Lindsey Graham say to Kristen Welker on Meet the Press? Well, she was being persistent, asking him about whether Trump violated federal law when he failed to give the Senate the required 30-day notice. And here's what Lindsey Graham said. I'm not going to inflict his voice on you, but let me quote him. He said, quote, "Well, technically, yeah, but he has the authority to do it. So I'm not losing a whole lot of sleep." Now, what did Lindsey Graham believe Trump, had the authority to do? Act lawlessly? Of course, given the Supreme Court's presidential immunity ruling bestowing the power of lawlessness on presidents for core constitutional functions, Maybe that's what he meant. Or did he mean when he said, well, Trump has the power to do it, he has the power to terminate and replace inspectors general, which a president typically does? I'm going to give Lindsey Graham the benefit of the doubt and say he was referring to the latter. He has the authority to replace inspectors general, not he has the authority to violate the law. Although, given that the Supreme Court has Donald Trump's back. So friends, it really does feel like Lindsey Graham is happy to assist Donald Trump excuse his violation of federal law, even though the Senate is the one that's sort of, in a very real sense, the victim of that violation. Seems like Lindsey Graham is ready to help Donald Trump just usher in the age of governmental lawlessness in America. You know, I think to Lindsey and to Donald, justice means nothing. But to us, justice matters. Friends, as always, please stay safe. Please stay tuned. And I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.